During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A, always, B, aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
And your last live edition for the week, ladies and gentlemen, Friday afternoon edition of Revenge of the Sith, the show that aims to save Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Mike Shealy, Royce Lopez, Team Extreme. I don't think that's taken, right? Trademark.
No, we do that.
RTC.
Wait, what about the Hardy Boys?
Who are the detective novel series?
Yeah.
Oh.
You should read it. It's
First
really good.
time ever hearing of it. Plenty to talk about today. We got sex cult talk.
But instead,
mean things being said about me on the internet.
But instead, we're just going to talk about childhood stories. There's a lot of good stuff we could talk about, but we want to bore you this way.
It's a very important day, of course, today in this nation's history. This is like one of those days where several religions all have a holy holiday going on.
And
got your weed heads. You got your
Hulk Hogan
your
fans.
neo-Nazis. They're going bad shit. You got your school shooters, potential school shooters. It's a big day for a lot of people.
yes, there's not going to be like every other show today. It's 420, dog. Happy 420. There's going to be a lot of this today. A lot of the...
We were going to smoke
meth
15 minutes from now. Just to be edgy,
dude.
We thought it'd be so
Are you
cool. It'd be
crazy?
like 420.
Are you crazy? No, we can't do that. Not
so,
this day and age.
That'd be so dope. No pun intended, huh?
By the way, just real quick before we move on, I recommend everyone watch this season of Silicon Valley. They don't need Ehrlich. It's been fucking great. It hasn't missed a beat.
No.
And yesterday, Mike Judd was actually defending Christians, and it's actually worth watching. He was being fair.
He was being fair. I wouldn't say he was defending them. But
I
he
think
he was being nicer to them than anybody else on HBO is going to be.
That's a good point. Anyway, welcome to the show. And do you want to talk about the Facebook message that I saw this morning, or do you want to
do that first?
Yeah, it's quick.
Talk about
it's
the
quick thing.
was it a message or was it a comment? Right?
It was a comment.
Because I saw our good pal Austin. I saw our good pal Garrett. We're all on the same thread.
Yeah.
I didn't see this thread. I have one more day left until my alt account is sprung from the joint. Tomorrow night, I will be let loose into the community. But yeah, there was some things said about me.
Take it. You know what? I have an idea. Because now that you're bigger, you can start doing comedy albums again. Because now people are listening. Mersh Unleashed. It's your next album, and it's you taking off a collar. Dude, it sells so.
Oh, like the tux, but like the bow tie is undone.
Right.
One of those smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just kind of letting my hair down. What happened to From Bed to Mersh? I thought we were going to do that one.
Oh, that was another good one. That's
From
right.
Bed to Mersh is on the short list.
Yes. When he got arrested, it was Orange is the New Hack.
That's
was
true.
The
Orange
was
is the
working.
New Hack was a good one.
But yes, let's start with what I saw this morning on the Crapper.
People are so mean. They just go after you for no reason. It's not nice.
Well, to put the context, it was just a post where I said Starbucks did nothing wrong. And look, I know what I'm doing when I do posts like this. People will immediately spurg out, and then I'll let people start fighting, and then I walk away.
Of course, yeah. No, that's the beauty
fun.
of it. Yeah, you just drop bait and leave.
And then so basically people were fucking fighting. Our friend Austin Russell, based Thor. That's what he looks
Thor.
like. Tell me that's not what he looks like.
Yeah, that's a good reference.
He says, your posts always have the best memes. I cannot live without you and Mersh. ROTC should rule the airwaves by divine right. It's a nice compliment, right?
Very nice, man.
Very nice.
Good man, Austin. I bet it just continues on and on with people praising us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say thanks, brother. Our good pal and writer at RevengeOfTheSith.com, Garrett says, I like that. The divine right. Then, pal.
Wait, it stops being nice after this?
Well, okay.
What happened?
Pull this up here. Joe Cumia.
Mr. Joe. Brother Joseph Cumia.
Brother of Anthony.
Yeah, star of the People's Court.
Apparently. Do you want me to read what he said, or would you like to read? I don't care. It's up to you.
And according to Reddit, alleged child spit enthusiast. Joe Cumia. One of the funniest lines ever. Yeah, I can't. My eyes aren't the best.
I'll read it if you want.
All right, yeah, you're going to have to read
Joseph
it.
Cumia says,
I can't see so good.
I hear that Mersh is good for an eighth per week of the white stuff. I think he means cocaine. And he's starting a GoFundMe, which is in quotations, but doesn't make any sense. It's not a book.
Is it an ironic GoFundMe?
I don't know. It's a GoFundMe, dude.
What is with the quotation? Yeah, he started a GoFundMe. Huh? So is it a real one or a fake one?
To support bad lifestyle choices.
Whoa, wait a minute. Excuse me? Oh, how dare he? Continue.
He gets 95% of his news, in quotes, from subreddit full of angry little L-I apostrophe L homeless boys, and his journalism, also in quotes,
A lot of quotations.
is
A lot of
slightly
quotations.
less accurate than that of the hardest-hitting National Enquirer reporters. Was an illicit hold on.
All right. Well, we'll do a whole rebuttal.
An illicit substance habit. The guy's credibility is only marginally better than Hillary Clinton's. Period.
That's pretty good, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big name. Yeah. Is that all he said? Because, again, I can't read from here.
Yeah, that's all he said.
Okay, well, let's start with a few rebuttals. One, fucking old Sons of Anarchy wannabe fucking old shriveling man from Long Island. Get some new references, because everything with your brother and you, it's like National Enquirer and Dick Van Dyke and fucking Johnny Carson references. Fucking A, dude. Just a heads up, Joe, if you're going to bash us on our page, our audience slants a bit younger. So you're going to have to fucking freshen up your references, Grandpa. Second of all, how about this? Take care of your fucking kids. That's all I'm going to say. Take care of your fucking kids. Get your kid to school on time, Joe. I still got those screenshots from your ex-wife. I'm going to fucking play those games. Take care of your fucking kids, Joe.
So now
Bad lifestyle choices. You're driving around in a faggy Fiat that your brother bought you off of his accomplishments. Literally. Remember when you want to talk about GoFundMes? Remember when Joe Cumia started a fucking $10,000 GoFundMe or whatever so he could do the Guilty by Association podcast out of his brother's house?
I don't know any of that, to be honest.
He wanted to raise 10 grand. You know how much he raised? $200 fucking dollars in pity money from pests.
Shit.
And guess who didn't do a podcast? And keep talking shit, Joe. Literally, a man who lives in the shadow of a disgusting human being of a brother. You live in the shadow of a guy who literally just had to plea down a domestic violence charge a year ago because he bit his fucking 20-something-year-old girlfriend and possibly broke her hand.
And there's police reports of that. That is 100% verified.
And do we want to talk about drugs? Do we want to talk about drugs and alcohol? Bud? Let's get something straight.
Okay.
We've made a lot of jokes on this show. And yes, I have been.
Is this Mike Shealy, the actor that plays Merch?
This is Pete Ferguson.
Oh, God, the actor plays Mike
Shealy. The actor who plays Mike Shealy on Revenge of the Sis. Listen here, bud. Listen here, bud. Okay. It's no secret. We've made no secret on this show that I have dabbled in drug dealing over the years. That I had a pretty messy coke problem. It's not a secret, dude. I haven't touched cocaine. Swear, my hand to God, I cannot. I'm going to legitimately sit here now and try to remember. It was last year. I'm going to say... no, I take it back. I'm sorry. I did go in and fill in as DJ a few weeks back in Tampa, and somebody gave me a little bit, I did a little bit off the key. Mm-hmm. But that didn't turn into a 3-day bender. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do a little something. But I haven't done cocaine in probably over a year, besides that. Joe is working off of information from 7 years ago when I was doing comedy in New York and I was partying a lot.
Right.
And I was hanging around the wrong people. The people that, by the way, Joe, you're still hanging out with. That's where you're getting your information.
But something else, I'll say this, because I've been radio with for a long time. You've never hidden any of this. This isn't something that's We've talked about it on this show, on other shows that we've been on. It's pretty open about this.
And Royce knows me well enough to know, and our audience knows me well enough to know, if I did drugs yesterday, I would come on the show and talk about how I did drugs yesterday. I've never, to my detriment, have always been perfectly honest with people.
I will agree with that.
And I have done more harm to my life than good with the level of honesty that I portray on the air and off the air. So
Damian Scott wants to know, are you calling me a square?
Why I would never call Damian Scott a square.
Me a square.
You're a square. You are kind of a square. When it comes to that kind of shit,
I am a square.
Like Royce is a cool guy. He's not a square, but he's a square. When it comes to fuck you getting down on some drugs,
I don't.
He's a fucking.
I don't
square.
even drink.
Yeah, Royce is that friend you love having around.
if you're gonna go to one of those events because you're like, I'm getting home safe in one piece.
I will agree 100.
I am my bed later.
always a designated driver. Not because of like, not because of like I'm going to do the right thing, but I just don't drink. I'm not a drinker.
Royce will come out. He'll order a beer because he's not a faggot.
Oh no, yeah.
But he's
when
the
I say
guy-
I don't drink, I don't mean I'm not. I'll fucking drink an alcoholic beverage.
But his one beer that he drinks, like 2 hours later when you leave the bar, it'll have that much left in it.
Yeah.
Like he'll have like
Right.
a half a beer. and he's
I don't.
I'll
yeah,
give you a couple sips.
I don't really, I'm not a big drinker. I smoke weed.
Yeah, I'm the
That's
one.
about it.
I'm the one you'll find at a gig with like a fucking plastic pint of McCormick's vodka in my pocket. Like I'm the bad. And I'll even admit, I still don't really have a handle on the drinking. It manages not to affect my creative and professional stuff. But as far as like, I drink more than somebody should probably drink. But it's like, there's no fucking weird outgoing. I'm not waking up every day to weird outgoing messages or I don't know, like regrettable tweets. Hint, hint. Things like that. Things that get you fucking fired from your Epcot gig. Remember that, Joe? Mm-hmm. You fucking lost your gig. You lost a whole bunch of gigs because you can't stop bashing fucking black people on your social media. You're gonna sit here and fucking cast shade at me, you fucking degenerate. You literally live off of your brother. You live off of your brother. He's starting a GoFundMe. No, it's called a Patreon, you faggot. And by the way, we are making now more per month on our Patreon than you did in an entire Indiegogo campaign.
And by the way,
to launch a podcast.
That's not us saying we make a lot because we don't.
No, we don't make a lot.
That's just saying.
But I'll put our fucking $500 a month up against the $200 you raised total on an Indiegogo campaign. Like God, it was flexible funding, like your boy Norton.
To be fair, we actually give content, and that's why people.
You fucking piece of trash. You are literally everything that's disgusting about Long Island. You're like everything wrong with Long Island. You and your brother both encapsulated into this fucking shitty Roslyn McMansion fucking, pool done by some fucking, fucking pool store in Baldwin came and probably designed your fucking landscaping. You fucking degenerate, fucking drunk, benzo addict, gambling addict, fucking pieces of trash.
Allegedly.
What? They're a gambling addict and booze hounds. That's not a fucking lie.
The benzo thing. I said alleged. I'm going to say alleged because I'm going to do it correctly.
Yeah, alleged. Whatever, man. Fuck you, Joe.
Being safe.
Do something. You fucking old, irrelevant man. Do something. Didn't you cancel a gig because somebody on Twitter said they were going to come to the gig and kick the shit out of you? God, you're a fucking irrelevant old tool. Kill yourself. Kill yourself, Joe. What a fucking loser, dude. What a fucking loser. He really thought like I was going to see that today and go, oh, I'm so mad. We've been sitting here fucking laughing about Joe Cumia. All like just the lack of self-awareness for a guy who literally is just a tick on his brother's balls. And you've accomplished nothing. What have you done? Okay, I'm good. You fucking go play poker, you old fucking shriveled man. You've ever seen those fucking pictures from the compound? It's the saddest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Nah, I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't really get into that.
I'll
get into that a little deeper than I do.
Honestly, that fucking Reddit thread is brutal. It's hilarious to me. I love the guys on that Reddit thread, and they've been horrible to me. But it's fucking when I'm in that mood where I'm like, I just want to watch. I have a taste for blood and I want to laugh. First place to go is that Reddit sub, and yeah, dude, you're a bunch of fucking sad old men pissing away daddy's money until it runs out.
So
it's a multi-million-dollar company, is it? By the way, Joe, I don't do drugs anymore. I find what you said to be actionable. And I will act. Fucking irrelevant old assholes. Riding around in his fucking Fiat, never seeing his kids. Yeah, you're a fucking great role model, Joe. Keep bashing me on the internet, please. You're only helping me. By the way, I'm going to say it one more time for you, just to reiterate. Take care of your fucking kids, Joe.
Is that your retort?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Just clean up your own house, Joe.
Look. Again, we'll tell you guys stuff we talk about off air. We weren't really going to talk about this again because we're like, there's so many other things we got to do. Like, Mike today was in the process of working on a new article. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. We're going to do this, right? Working on this shit. And then all of a sudden.
It was because I have a whole thing I want to do about a completely separate topic.
Like, there's nothing to do with this.
Nothing even to do with, like, the whole pedo gate.
No,
I have this thing I wanted to work on. I'm like, hey, did you hear what Joe said today? What? What did this fucking old piece of shit man, this white trash, Suffolk County trash man who doesn't even own a shirt with sleeves have to say about me?
So, anyway. Yeah, Mike's been pretty open about everything you accused him of, so I don't really know what that implies.
And I don't do drugs anymore. I used to smoke weed.
Yeah.
I'll gladly fucking take a dipstick test on the air. Just fuck this. I'll even do a fucking hair test. Fuck you, Joe.
Oh, dipstick test came back. You're pregnant.
Oh no.
Yeah. Damn it.
Again with this.
Why does this keep happening to me?
Well, unlike Joe, at least I'll get it to school on time.
And you're allowed at Epcot.
Run through this world.
So
fucking bunch of irrelevant old faggots. Seriously.
God, I love Friday shows.
It's actionable. What a douchebag. Oh, fucking A.
All right, well. God damn, let's move on.
And now I'm all mad. I forgot what the story was going to. I got it in my notes somewhere.
Yesterday, we played, or 2 days ago, we played the video of the guy that Hotep Jesus. That's his, his screen name.
This guy's the best.
And a lot of people freaked out and were like, "Oh, you see what this guy's doing?" And I got to give it to Mike because he pointed it out first. But when we started watching it, he's like, "No, this guy's joking." And immediately, I think what you say was about 4 seconds in, you were like, "Okay, this guy's fucking around." Everybody thought that he was making a point and getting free coffee because he was black, but he was pranking them.
Yeah, he was just being a dick.
Clearly,
see if he could do it.
So there's a little bit of a follow up. Let's hear it.
And now in the angle, I told you about someone who wanted to see just how far Starbucks liberal guilt would go. His video has gone completely viral, so we asked comedian provocateur Brian Sharp to join us this evening, and there he is. Hey, Brian, how are you?
Hey, Laura, how are you?
You totally
Kind of want this guy on the show. I'm going to send him an email.
fooled me. Okay, because I played this on my radio show this morning. My producers and I were screaming. We're like, this sounds, if I didn't know better, it sounds like, you sound like Chris Rock. You
Oh, God, she's so out of touch.
She really is. You remind me of the only other black person I can reference who's funny. That's what it is.
Look, no one should boycott her, obviously.
You remind me of this black guy. It's nothing like you.
Listen.
But you are both black.
This fucking boomer.
This goofy old bitch.
It's like when a boomer walks up into a conversation, it's like, I love Kevin Hart.
That's right, seriously. Why don't you fucking call him well-spoken, too, you fucking...
Come on, lady.
You doddering old fool.
This is the look the conservatives are trying to wipe off.
Holy shit.
We're not going to win the culture war if you're sitting there asking him about his hair and who did it.
Thanks for being here, Black Jesus. Bah! They just go, please stand by. It's a picture of a cameraman with a bottle.
screaming. We're like, this sounds, if I didn't
Why
know
is he
better,
dressed like
it
a
sounds-
Moroccan pimp?
What do you mean? He's dressed like fucking Black Panther's right-hand man.
My people. I want free coffee for my people.
Oh, fuck. All right, let's play it.
and I were screaming. We're like, this sounds, if I didn't know better, it sounds like, you sound like Chris Rock. It's so funny. And that poor girl
he's
is
just like this out of touch.
He's
bitch.
laughing because
he's trying
of
to be
that.
polite. Like, I gotta do this TV spot.
But
this bitch is so fucking...
Starbucks is ready to turn over the keys to the shop to you. She was so worried. But tell me why
She was so
you
scared of
did-
your black masculinity. She was terrified. You were gonna. She seems like fucking all these virtue signaling Starbucks employees just panic when they see an actual black person. Ah, here's a forgot. Ah!
If Laura Ingraham ends this interview by asking if she could touch his hair, I'm done with her. I'm done with her. I'm fucking done with her.
You want to feel it?
Jesus.
What you did by asking for reparations going into that Starbucks and saying, I want my free coffee for what you did basically in Philly. She said, oh,
let him talk, Laura.
Oh, okay, I'm giving you the coffee. Why did you do this?
I am sick and tired of liberals using black people and making us look like victims, making us look soft with their liberal dogma. It is disgusting. The other thing I hate about liberals is if you're a black man, as I am, in America, they will not hand you a microphone unless you follow the liberal narrative.
I like Eddie Griffin's new character. I think it's pretty good.
He's much calmer. I'm glad he's off the drugs.
Yeah.
Seems very, very collected.
And I said, you know what? I bet if I go into...
freaked out about this guy today being on Fox News? Where yesterday was old fucking Dickie Spence.
Why?
Dickie Spence had a meltdown over this.
Why?
Everybody's always got their fucking pet black people on the right. They'll let them on TV, but they won't let a white man on TV. It's like, you fucking pussy. You've been on TV more than anybody. You asshole.
Man, going hard. Going hard on Spence today, too. You're heated.
And I said, you know what? I bet if I go into Starbucks and I follow a liberal narrative, I'll make the news. And voila, here I am.
Performance art. Now, when you talked to her, when you...
Okay, I have a question. Because you called it yesterday, I'm going to call it today. Is he fucking with her? Because the way he's talking is so different than the way he was in the Starbucks video.
I don't think that he has any convictions.
Right, but that's my
he's
point.
Fucking with everybody.
That's my point.
Yeah, like
I think compared to, because he was talking just normal cadence in the video yesterday. Today he's being more gospel while he speaks.
And I said, you know.
He also had his kid with him the other day, and he might be high as shit in this video. That's just my thought.
Good point.
It might be a different set of circumstances, because he did have his kid with him in the mall, and he was like, yeah, hey, let's do that. And this might be like, hey, we're going to get a car. It's going to pick you up, take you to Fox. You want to do Fox?
Right.
And he was probably like, sure. He probably burned one and went to Fox. And he's like,
if I go into
everything's awesome. Liberals are terrible, right?
Starbucks, and I follow a liberal narrative, I'll make the news. And voila, here I am.
Right. He's not wrong.
No, he's good for him, but he's fucking with her too. Look, I respect this man.
Performance art. Now, when you talked to her, when you went in there and you had it on the cell phone, the young woman says, well, yeah, I think I saw that on Twitter. Like, she actually thought there was something on Twitter.
Oh my God, it's like talking to your aunt about an old episode of Lost. Like that's what it feels like with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you get cornered and your aunt wants to be hip and starts talking to you about things that she doesn't think that used to be popular, but like 5 years ago.
Not even talking to you, talking to you like your sister's black boyfriend.
Yes, exactly.
It's just like, oh, let me ask you something, Darnell. You know the 2 Chainz. What's up with the 2 Chainz?
You know, I march with Martin Luther King.
That anytime a black person came into Starbucks, you just had to hand them a coffee. And we're wondering, why did you just go for the coffee? Why didn't you go for like the entire, blender to make those fancy?
Why didn't you loot the store, as you people are apt to do? Jesus, Laura.
Seriously, Laura.
Fucking Christ, Laura.
Why didn't you rape the woman behind the counter and then just fucking clean out the cash register? I don't know, because I'm a decent person. I was just trying to make a point.
Jesus,
I'm making
Laura.
a fucking whole scene.
Fancy smoothie drinks. I mean, you just went for the regular coffee. You should have really upped the ante there.
She went straight for the venti. I have to give Amanda props. She went for the venti. I got a large. She gave me milk. I should have asked for almond milk. And she did give me caramel.
No, you did right with the whole milk. Don't go almond.
With the sugar in it.
It's not even milk. It's not even milk.
No.
Milk has to come from a titty.
News.
Why didn't you go for like the entire,
The venti. I got a large. She gave me milk. I should have asked for almond milk. And she did give me caramel with the sugar in it. So,
Are you getting grief? Are you getting grief for this from
Am I getting
friends,
grief? Oh
grief for
my
this from friends, liberals saying, how dare you do this? This is a serious issue. And now
Listen to Laura trying to set up this narrative. This guy did a funny joke. It's stop trying to take it and make it your own.
Laura, you goofy bitch. Don't make us boycott you next. You fucking asshole.
you're making light of it. How dare you?
Like I said in my book on booksbybrian.com.
Nice plug. He fucking.
Whoa.
That was
whoa. Let me hear that again. That was beautiful.
That was Hannity level of just beautiful slipping in a plug. That was good.
How dare you?
Like I said in my book on booksbybrian.com.
Books on Books by Brian.com.
You're going to get enemies. And you have to learn how to use them. I have a chapter in my book that talks about how to use enemies, and I know how to use them. So I embrace the hate. I embrace it because it gets balanced out with love. But all the people that hate, they're just brainwashed by liberals. That's all it is. They're
He's trolling her too, man.
Yeah.
100% trolling her too. Brilliant. Bravo, dude.
This is my favorite person now.
Bravo, dude.
This is my
Seriously,
favorite new person.
Bravo. I am actually blown away by this level of commitment to a bit. It's amazing. He's fucking with both sides so hard.
afraid to think for themselves.
We have a longer clip, Brian. Hold on, because we have a longer clip because people who somehow missed the top of the show.
Okay.
I want to play the longer clip if we can.
Bring that back.
Or just any random Starbucks.
Bring that
I
back.
have to
He
just
says.
be there.
if we can.
Bring that
Can
back.
we?
Bring that
Yeah.
back, yeah.
Can we play the original clip just again one more time? Because I'm sorry, it's screamingly funny. I want to play it one more time. Let's watch.
Screamingly funny.
I love how she
Okay,
says
just one
it too.
second. Anyway,
Seriously,
so
it's
we-
screamingly
It's the
funny.
Starbucks.
It's
To
hilarious.
just be there. The thought, the idea was already in my mind. I just
my
happened
gosh.
to be there. I was with my family, as you saw my son in the video, and I was like, "Oh my God, a Starbucks!" And
You
I
just
said,
did
"You know
this
what?
off. You did this off the.
You just did this like Flojo. That's what the kids say, right? Like Flojo?
Yeah, you did this, as the kids say, off the rip, right? You fucking. She's just an out of touch old fool.
top of your head.
Off the top
Yeah.
of my head."
Oh my gosh! I thought you planned it out. Here we go.
Get my free coffee. Y'all ready?
All right, we already saw this. This gentleman's my hero. I would love to get him on the show and talk to him. Although, do you think he's trying to troll us? He's troll everybody? Well, we have to... we talked about this story. Was it last week, Mike, about the cult, the NXIVM cult?
Yeah. Sex cult. This guy Keith Raniere was running it. He got arrested. He had several actresses, like fucking C and D tier actresses that were
Chloe from
that were
Smallville.
known enough for people to go, oh wow, they got Chloe from Smallville in the group.
Right.
Well, speaking of Chloe from Smallville, she was arrested today.
For role in alleged sex cult. It's from page 6. Smallville actress. You know, when that's the first thing, that means you haven't done anything since, huh?
That's pretty bad. That's like being Star Trek Voyager star.
Mm-hmm.
Something. You're like, Jesus, that was a long time. Nothing since then.
Dawson's Creek star.
Yeah, like Moesha star. Jesus, give me something fucking. Give me something from the aughts at least.
Sister star. Smallville actress Alison Mack has been arrested for her alleged role in the notorious upstate sex slave cult NXIVM. Sources told the Post on Friday she will appear Friday in the Brooklyn federal court. Mack, 35, was last seen chasing after the cult's leader, Keith Raniere, as cops hauled him away from the villa in Mexico where he had been hiding out. Raniere, who allegedly blackmailed women into becoming slaves and branded his initials into their skin, was arrested for sex trafficking and forced labor. Mack, who played Chloe Sullivan in the hit superhero show...
Yeah, it was a hit for a little while.
3 seasons.
Yeah, the first, I was going to say 2, but 3, I'll go 3.
Was recruited to NXIVM. Fellow Smallville star Kristen Crook, who played Lana, and rose up the ranks in
She
Rainier's
was
inner
fucking
circle.
cute.
Super cute.
Yeah, Lana was.
The ranks into Rainier's inner circle, with Crook ultimately left the group's former publicist, previously told the Post. She listed on Rainier's criminal complaint as a co-conspirator 1.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
According to the Albany Times Union, according to the complaint, Mack was Rainier's direct slave and had a sexual relationship with him, but also an actress as a master to other sex slaves. Okay. I'm calling it. She's going to take the angle that she was brainwashed by him, and that's why she did it. And
I don't know.
Mark my words.
Normally, I'm with you on this. And 99% of the time, that does happen. Women always get an advantage in the legal system, and they always go, oh, we know him. He's the mean guy. That being said, there has already been some reports, and it appears at least that the reports are true, that Alison Mack is pretty loyal to this guy and that she's pretty brainwashed. You'd be surprised how powerful that brainwashing can be.
No, I've seen it firsthand.
So, I mean, so I'm just saying, she might be a soldier.
Right.
We'll have to see. She might get manipulated by this guy during the defense. Like,
She allegedly lured women into the secret society of NXIVM, known as the Vow, by claiming it was a women's mentorship group, then cajoling them into providing collateral, like embarrassing photos and statements federal prosecutors allege. She ordered the sex slaves to have sex with Rainier and pose for naked photos, including, on one occasion, close-up pictures of their vaginas. The feds charge.
It's not looking good. And I don't think, this is why I don't think she's going to be able to flip either and go like, oh, it was all him, because she seems to have done a lot of shit. She seems to have been extremely proactive. And from what I've seen, too, there are 2 brands that you can get when you're in this group, and they're both initials. Now, you got Keith Raniere, who did some brands, but she's got her own branding. Like, she's got AM on a couple of these people. So it ain't trust me, dude. She ain't going. There's a reason why.
Like, he's Armani and she's Armani Exchange.
Yeah. They're charging her as a co-conspirator. I don't think they have any interest in even having her flip on him. Mm-hmm. They don't need her. If they've got all this shit and the brands and everything, they're fucked. They're both going down. But she'll still get it'll still be like Keith Raniere will get 6 consecutive life sentences, and then Alison Mack will get 17 years. She'll be out in 10.
Speaking of brainwashed, Amy Schumer goes on The View and says, I'm a Caucasian. A woman of color should have played me in my new movie. Now, we played the trailer for this movie.
How do you...
The movie was called I Feel Pretty. And, by the way, trailer looked terrible. Mike, can you do me a quick update? Let me know what Rotten Tomatoes has I Feel Pretty at right now, because last we checked, it was at 32%, which is rotten, and that was by critics.
No, I'm sure it's gone up.
It has
it's
to be.
Amy Schumer.
It's empowering. It's empowering.
Amy Schumer clearly has natural comedic charm, talent, and it's a 35% audience score of 31.
Well,
is that bad?
Well, according to her, the reason that this happened was
is that out of 35?
No, it's not out of 35.
Oh, okay. I thought
it's out of 100.
I thought they aced it.
They crushed it. Let's hear what she has to say on The View.
How do you respond to that?
First of all, that's the nicest backlash I've ever heard.
Too pretty.
No, it just made me excited for people to see the movie, because it's not about an ugly, vile troll getting beautiful. It's about a...
No, that is exactly what it's about.
She's getting worse and
as
worse
what? But
and worse physically.
Oh, physically. Okay.
Like it's a precipitous decline that I have not seen in a long time.
Right. She kind of looks like that. Remember the rock creature that would eat its fingers in the Never-Ending Story? Start biting fingers off.
This bitch looks like Mickey Rourke.
She should be. Frank Miller should be filming her in black and white.
Seriously, she looks like she should be chasing Iron Man with some kind of electric apparatus on her arm. This fucking Cabbage Patch doll looking ass bitch. She's the worst. Who told her wearing her hair up was a good idea? Who said that's it? Who said, hey, Amy? No. Hear me out on this.
Okay.
What makeup and hair person said, hey, Amy, let's pull that hair up and back so we can see that pretty face? Who the fuck said that? What television professional said, this is what works best for our company?
Oh, okay.
And doesn't she look like she has greasy, hasn't showered hair? That's like I showered 2 days ago hair.
Yeah. Well, hold on.
Am I being too mean right off the jump? Sorry.
What really matters are her words. So why don't you listen to her, okay?
Too pretty. No, it just made me excited for people to see the movie because it's not about an ugly, vile troll getting beautiful. It's about a girl who really struggles with self-esteem.
Yes,
which is something we can all relate to.
Yeah.
So it just made me excited for people to see the movie. But
So it's about
also,
a movie about
I think
an
it is
ugly,
fair to.
vile little troll who stays an ugly, vile little troll and has problems with self-esteem. This sounds like a real fucking hoot. This movie. It sounds like a real fucking barrel of laughs.
Barrel, all right, for sure.
But also, I think it is fair to say
Barrel
that.
of tubby shit. Amy Schumer should have came out wearing a barrel with straps on it like a cartoon. like she's being deloused.
Oh, Amy.
Fuck, I hate Amy Schumer.
Also, I think it is fair to say that, that it's a lot harder for other people. And I recognize that I am a Caucasian.
Hey, Amy, you're a millionaire. Get some fucking braces. No, seriously. Even Cesaro from WWE got fucking adult braces.
Just every time you act, wear a mouth guard.
Jesus Christ, do something to better yourself. Pick one thing and do that. I don't care if it's the braces or the fat thing.
What about the hairbrush?
Or the not being funny thing. Just pick one of those things and improve on it. For fuck's sake.
I recognize that I am a Caucasian. I would love if this movie.
You have such good perception. What a fucking sense of perception that you have that you realize you're white. Wow. Holy shit, you're real intellectual, aren't you? What insight?
She probably watches Rick and Morty.
What fucking insight, though? I realize I'm a white guy. Whoa!
I am a Caucasian. I would love if this movie were starring a woman of color who's had it way harder than me.
You should be a woman of color. It's just a virtue signal, virtue signal, virtue signal.
You know that this is the equivalent of I have black friends? Yeah. I have black friends.
You know what she actually reminds me of?
The Great Wall in Game of Thrones.
Because let's be honest, fucking 5 years ago, Amy Schumer came on The View and started saying this shit, we'd be hysterical laughing because you'd know it would be like Hotep. She'd be fucking with him. But she's serious now that it should have been a person of color. Is it not exactly like the scene in 21 Jump Street? When he's like, I would have been more upset even if it was a black student. Or, he's just like trying to overcompensate. It always comes up.
Very odd.
It's so, like, do you understand that most people, and when I say most people, I mean outside of the internet and the faggotry of the left and all their hurting feelings.
It's the left here. It's not just like them.
Most people are perfectly okay and will respect you more if they know where they stand with you. I
That
would
is a good
rather
point.
somebody look at me and go, what a fucking piece of shit. I can't stand him. I never will be able to stand him. All right, well, got it out there. But like this whole thing where it's like, it should have been this, and it's like, I love black people. Well, it's phony. That's phony. You don't sit around and think about the plight of blacks.
She does sit a lot, though.
Does a lot of sitting. Nobody's debating all the sitting she does, Royce.
Okay.
You're focusing on all her own parts here.
Apologize.
And of course, with Amy Schumer, there aren't a whole lot of good parts to focus on. But yes, Amy, nobody believes that you're just sitting around in your fucking Upper West Side, Manhattan, beautiful apartment going, oh man, I feel so bad for the blacks. Get the fuck out of here with your phoniness. At least when like Richard Spencer goes on and goes, I'm rooting for white folks. You're like, all right, well, at least he's honest. White guy rooting for white guys. Can't kind of blame him for that. But when you're a white woman and you go, I wish I hadn't even gotten this job. That's how much I love black people. Go fuck yourself.
Who says that?
Go fuck yourself. That's what she said.
I know.
I love black people so much. I wish I was unemployed. What?
Color who's had it way harder than me, and I hope that we get there. This is hopefully just a step in the right direction.
For now, I'll take the paychecks. I guess it's a burden, but I'll live with it.
In the right direction.
Yeah. Or in fact, newlywed. You got married in February.
No, that's pretty much it with her.
She's the fucking word. That's legitimately what she fucking said, though. I am so obsessed with the plight of people of color. I wish I hadn't gotten this multi-million-dollar gig.
I have
terrible
a picture of her wedding, though, if you want to see it. I don't know if you guys saw this. This is exclusive footage here.
Wow.
Not many people have seen it.
It's good stuff. She married a chef. You fucking slob. The jokes write themselves. I mean, unless you want to just steal them instead, Amy.
Excuse me. Kurt Metzger says it was a happy coincidence.
First of all, I'm not gonna even I was in the fucking room, okay? You don't fucking know what it's like, you fucking civilian. You're out there with your fucking, oh, I'm a dock worker, I'm a fucking great. Nobody gives a shit, bro. I sat at the Comedy Cellar with Colin Quinn, you fucking civilian loser piece of garbage shit. Subhuman shit. Fuck Owen Benjamin.
Fucking crazy.
And fuck Louis J. Gomez too. Fuck his mother. Where are my caveman energy nitros?
Pick up your phone.
So,
since I'm mad and it's Friday and we don't care, whatever. Speaking of picking up your phone, fuck Baked Alaska too. Fuck that guy. I'm done with him.
Why? What happened now?
Because he's fucking out. He's fucking every dick suck that goes to him on Gab. Oh yeah, fuck those other guys. You're the man. He just retweets them all. I've been fucking writing to him on Gab for like 2 days. Like, hey, you want to come on the show? You know, you come on our show. You're gonna be on our fucking.
Right.
Much calmer aesthetic, you know what I mean? We're going to talk about stuff, but, you know, come on the show. We'll be cool about it. We'll spin this whole thing. Little fucker just keeps ignoring me. He's retweeting these fucking nobodies on Gab. You know the fuck I am, Baked.
Wow,
You're losing friends, bud.
Mike's coming in hot.
You're fucking losing friends, pal. The few friends that you actually do have, and then the few people that are like acquaintances like us that are on the fence that don't, the few people left on the internet that don't hate your fucking guts right now, why don't you be nice to them? Right back real quick. Respond to a fucking email.
Man. Anybody else you want to shoot on?
I'm sure we'll.
Anybody
I'm sure
else
it'll.
you want-
I'm
you
sure
wanna
people
shoot
will
on?
pop in my head throughout the episode.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry, guys. I'm a little angry today.
Oh, back to the Nexium thing real quick. I also forgot to mention Dalai Lama. Yes, the Dalai Lama was paid $1 million to endorse the women branding sex cult Nexium after secret deal between Buddhist celibate U.S. emissary and his Seagram billionaire lover. The Dalai Lama was paid $1 million to travel to America to endorse Nexium. The religious leader was paid to speak at an event hosted by Nexium, a self-help organization described by former members as a sex cult. The deal would saw the Dalai Lama speak to 3,000 followers of Nexium, a place in Kata in a traditional ceremonial Tibetan scarf around the neck of the group's founder, Keith Raniere. Here's the picture. The ambitious groups hold seminars and training programs for people concerned with developing the skills, blah, blah, blah. We already talked about that. But look, dude, I found more pictures of the fucking branding. That is fucking gross. Dude. Jesus Christ. The Dalai Lama trust.
And you can see it's the Keith Raniere and the AM.
Yeah.
So she's not. It's
Yeah,
not
the
like she
AM,
can be
you're
like,
right.
it's all this guy. You're going to be like, all right, AM, fuck out of here. She's fucked, dude. And they're not fucking playing around with this human trafficking shit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I got friends in the strip club business. I tell them to be careful all the time. Because it's only a matter of time for they, like, you're going to see them start hauling strip club managers in for this shit. But this is like, this is the kind of human trafficking that they show you when they really want to drive the point home. You know what I mean?
Is it based?
It's so fucking based.
So fucking
based.
based.
It's so fucking based on sex trafficking. It's so based.
Oh, God, I can't with that anymore.
Now that's fucking human trafficking.
Trump adds Rudy Giuliani to legal team.
No. Oh, boy.
What?
Two more new developments in the
We
Russian
thought Rudy had
investigation. For that, let's
dementia
bring in our
2
chief
years
White House
ago.
correspondent.
No. He just He always rambles on about 9/11 and how he was there.
Yeah, okay, Rudy, the same fucking guy who said a couple years ago that we never had a fucking terrorist attack on American soil until Barack Obama. That demented old fuck is going to be your fucking lawyer?
Yeah.
You nuts?
Investigation. For that, let's bring in our chief White House correspondent, John Carl. And John, after weeks of scrambling, the president has beefed up his legal team in a big way.
I sure did, George. He is bringing in Rudy Giuliani. Giuliani, of course, is the former mayor of New York, but he is also the former U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York. That is the very U.S. attorney's office that ordered the FBI raid on Michael Cohen's office. Here is what Giuliani said about why he took the job. Quote, "I am doing it because I hope we can negotiate an end to this for the good of the country and because I have a high regard for the president and for Bob Mueller." That's what he told the Washington Post.
So you think Giuliani's going to solve it? He's going to clean it up the way he cleaned up New York City?
Yeah, this lisping, demented old fuck is going to show up and fix anything?
Yeah, he's going to go in there.
Look, man.
Did you know he was the mayor during 9/11? He never talks about it. So, I mean, I know you might have forgotten about that.
You'll never hear it from him, but he was. He was the hero that day. He actually ran into the buildings.
He didn't do that, actually.
No, he did.
I don't think that's true.
I agree to disagree.
No, it was, okay.
This guy, he made a lot of statements during the fucking presidential run that were, dare I say, batshit crazy. He doesn't have all his marbles anymore, old Rudy. Again, this was like 2-3 years ago. Before we started doing the show again, I was like, oh, Rudy, slipping, boy.
This is from 2000. This is a skit Rudy Giuliani did with Donald Trump for some sort of like mayoral campaign. I think it was 2000. So let's just play it. Let's watch it. Let's all watch it together, okay? The Mayor's Inner Circle, press roast, 2000. That's what it was, a roast. So there's Giuliani in drag. There's Donald Trump.
You know, you're really beautiful. And a woman that looks like that has to have her own.
There's Donald Trump. Just let me paint the picture because I know people listen via podcast. You have Rudy Giuliani walking in drag.
This is the old SNL thing, right?
This is, well, the press roast in 2000.
Okay.
So they do it every, they do a roast of the mayor. So Rudy Giuliani walks in dressed in drag, and Donald Trump is talking to them. So let's watch their acting. It's a clothing store.
You know, you're really beautiful. And a woman that looks like that has to have her own special scent.
Oh, thank you. Maybe you could tell me what you think of this scent.
All right, dude, look.
He's sniffing Giuliani's neck. Is this Mike? Is this based?
It's not based, but these were different times, man.
Okay.
These were, this was like way back, eons ago, in like what, 2012, 2011. I mean, this is, you're talking
2000.
Ages ago.
It's 2000.
I did not have sex with Rudy Giuliani. He did not dress in drag, and he did not piss on me in a hotel. They're all lies, salacious lies.
Do I look like someone that would need to fuck Rudy Giuliani?
But the Stormy Daniels thing is completely true. I just can't resist blondes.
I like that.
This may be the best of all.
That's a good point. Giuliani looks like Stormy Daniels now. Fucking Trump has a type.
No, she really is. It's not far off.
It's not. Trump has a type, huh?
Best of all.
All right, dude.
He's putting his face in Giuliani's fake boobies.
Was this even funny back then, though?
No. Listen, I don't think it was funny at any point. I would love to defend it by going, it's a funny bit, but it's not even a funny bit,
It's a little
like
weird.
when Chris Farley dressed up like a chick on SNL, it was hilarious. I don't know about this. This is weird. This is the guy. Thank God this was right before 9/11 too.
Oh, you dirty boy!
This is why 9/11 happened.
Oh man!
If you want to blame
something,
anything, you want to blame 9/11 on anything, it's this sketch. Fucking somewhere in Saudi Arabia, fucking Osama bin Laden was sitting around and he saw that on TV and he goes, "I'm going to Afghanistan. We're starting this fucking thing. I've had it."
Boy, you! Oh! Donald, I thought you were a gentleman.
This is what the 9/11 hijackers watched the night before to hype themselves up. I don't know if I can go through with this. No, you watch the Rudy Giuliani video.
Gentlemen.
You can't say I didn't try. Mayor Giuliani,
That
he's
Rudy
giving away.
Giuliani, she's a real piece of ass.
So,
I wonder why he didn't win the presidential nomination.
well, Trump won.
Rudy, I mean.
I know. We have to go to break.
When he said, and I know I already said this, but when he said there was never a major terrorist attack on American soil until Barack Obama took office, I checked out of Hotel Giuliani. I was like, I can't. That's the kind of thing, like, I would disown Royce if he said that in public. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'd be like, brah, come on, man. You can't even hide. You can't even cover that up. You were the fucking mayor that day. So revengeofthesis.com/donate. There's any number of ways you can help the program financially. Patreon is always the best. Gives us a little bit of a forecast, of course, to know what's coming every month. And if you are going to be doing some Amazon shopping this weekend, if you want to go on Amazon and take care of the deals, go to revengeofthesis.com/donate. And click on the Amazon banner. Then do your shopping, and they'll throw us a couple of shekels for our troubles. We'll be back in the second hour with, what's the show called?
Revenge of the Sis.
Put in the code ALEX10, and of course, that'll be 10% off from our very already low price of $250 for every 4 capsules.
Hey folks, this is Jay Leno, the star of the hit film Collision Course, and I'd like to take a moment out there and talk to you about the very real dangers posed by Zionism in this country.
I was riding around on my motorcycle out there in the Arizona desert when I was kidnapped by a UFO and sexually assaulted by aliens.
Show me how you suck a guy's cock. The last time I'm gonna ask you.
From all of us here at Revenge of the Sis, we'd like to thank each and every one of our friends and fans for helping us become one of the fastest growing breakout shows on the internet. In less than 1 year, we have been able to bring you news before it breaks, as well as the funniest and most consistent political and social commentary around. Here are some ways you can help us continue to grow our brand. Sign up as a contributor by going to patreon.com/we're not sorry and pledging a monthly amount. Anyone who pledges $12 or more is eligible for occasional giveaways and prizes. And if you pledge $25 or more, we will promote your brand or product live on our show. We understand if you are unable to commit to a monthly recurring donation, but if you would like to contribute one time, you can do so by going to paypal.me/we're not sorry. Another unique way to help our show expand while also promoting your own brand or service is by modeling one of our shirts. Go to teespring.com, search for Revenge of the Sis, and you'll find plenty of options to choose from. Take a picture of you modeling our shirt and email it to revengeofthesis@gmail.com. That is revengeofthecis@gmail.com. Be sure to include a web address or a social media account for whatever you want us to promote, and we will feature you on an episode of our show. Since YouTube is now throttling our traffic and Twitter has us shadow banned, there are many other ways you can help without giving us a dime. Every time you invite a friend to like our Facebook page, retweet or share a meme from our social media accounts, or share one of our videos to your own pages, you are helping us to get discovered by more like-minded individuals who will join our ranks and help us grow. Rate us 5 stars on Facebook, Roku, and iTunes. Encourage others to follow @ROTC Media on Twitter. You can also help ROTC by supporting friends of our show, such as LA Werewolf, Connecting Right Radio, Radical Mothering, Folklore Americana, the Mad American Network, Wolfman's Activism and Entertainment, and the Revolutionary Conservative. Find all of these links and more by going to our brand new website, revengeofthesis.com.
In a world where our very way of life seems to be under attack from all sides, and our freedoms are slowly being ripped away, Guns for Tards is fighting the good fight to help protect America from its enemies by advocating Second Amendment rights for our nation's most vulnerable and often overlooked citizens, the mentally challenged. Our founding fathers believed that a well-armed, trained, and educated citizenry was the key to a free and prosperous society. But Meatloaf also said 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We believe that TARDs are our second to last line of defense against ISIS, and we at Guns for TARDs aim to provide the means and the programs to give proper training and resources to TARDs in your area, helping to make the country a safer place. There are over 40 million mentally challenged Americans living today, and by 2020, we plan to arm at least 10% of them. We want to get as many guns in the hands of as many TARDs as we can, but we won't be able to do it without your help. So please, pledge your help today. Arm a TARD. It's not that hard. Go to www.gunsfortards.com for more information, or follow us on Facebook or Twitter by searching for Guns for Tards.
Gunsfortards.com. Gunsfortards.com. Extra rounds for folks with downs, helping to protect your town. Gunsfortards.com.
And now a woman who knows about shaming firsthand, supermodel Gigi Hadid.
All right, everyone enjoying themselves? How's that filet mignon?
Go ahead.
You know, we're all here for a really important reason. Because everyone should have
Randy,
a safe
we've got a
place
problem.
wherever
What?
they go.
Reality's here. He's trying to crash the party. Reality? Who let him in? Shit! Ooh, nice wine, huh? What do you think of that? You know what I think of your pretty flowers? There you go. How do you like that?
All right, buddy, let's go.
I shit on all of you.
Seagal?
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! Give me that, you stupid bitch. What a lovely charity event. I suppose you're all feeling pretty good about yourselves, hmm? What have you done? You've raised $300 by spending $500,000 on filet mignon and crystal glasses. Look at you, Vin dipshit. You say fat shaming is wrong, so in response you show off your abs. You're the one fat shaming, idiot! What's the matter with you people? You're sad that people are mean? Well, I'm sorry. The world isn't one big liberal arts college campus. We eat too much. We take our spoiled life for granted. Feel a little bad about it sometimes. No. You want to put all your shit up on the internet and have every single person say, hooray for you. Fuck you. You're all pricks.
Second hour. Revenge of the Sis on your Friday show. It's also 420, man. Welcome, and you could always donate. RevengeoftheSis.com/donate is how you give to the show. And every week, we will give you a thank you for your service. Mike?
I'm working on a new video, too. I want to take the Hank You video, chop it up. I'm going to add new elements to it. I want to add a little taste of some Nassim Agdam to it. I want to add the Clappy Boys to it. There's like a whole. I want to do a whole new. I want to make a medley that's ours.
I like
not just
it.
Hank You singing.
I like it. So who do we have to Hank this weekend?
So this week we've got. I'm not going to do any last names. No. Just first, I'm not doxing people. So Benjamin, Kevin, this young lady who didn't want to be named. I'm scrolling up.
The patron has no name.
Yes, and I believe, and then our friend Web of Stars, I believe, on Twitter, young lady who does astrology, also sent us a couple bucks, and I believe she wants to come on sometime, and she's going to do our reading.
Oh, awesome! Okay,
she knows that we both think it's horseshit.
Yes,
which she's like, fine, I don't care. I just want to do it sometimes. I'm like, yeah, let's do it anyway.
Okay, I agree.
But those are our people for this week.
My people.
Yes, and we want to thank you guys for your service.
Fear no danger, shun no labor, let the rattle pop. We say we're two arms in Dixie. Send them back your fierce defiance, step on the curse of life. Two arms in Dixie. Against the flag of Dixie. Hoo-ah, Dixie's land, we take our stand to live and die for Dixie. Two arms, and conquer peace for Dixie. Two arms, and conquer peace for Dixie. Dixie two arms.
Also, I have some more stuff on Hank U, but that's going to wait till Monday.
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw it.
I saw some of that stuff.
But before...
We still have to get to Bully Hunters.
Yeah.
We got, we've got like exclusive Hank U stuff.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, there's so much shit that we apologize for not getting to. I think honestly, the
I
Baked
need
Alaska
to edit. I need to edit out the
stuff,
other party.
yeah, some of the other
Yeah.
stuff. I can do that. But just give me instructions over the weekend. We'll have the Hank U stuff.
Sure.
We'll get the Bully Hunter stuff. I think just like the Zoom and Destiny stuff and then Baked Alaska. It just kind of. I mean, you guys know how this stuff goes. Like, we'll have plans sometimes, and we get all ready for the week, and then like something big happens, and it goes on for 3 days, and we're just like glued to it. But yeah, I think we had a good week though.
No, I had fun this
we're
week.
on fire this week,
and it's fun because
and it sucks because we're on a backup channel for fucking.
Yeah. So yeah, that's by the way. I meant to remind you guys. Next week is we'll still be on the backup channel, YouTube.com/ROTC Media, because I know Mike and I, both of us, have been getting messages like, "Hey, I haven't put any content up yet." Because the truth of the matter is, not everyone has Twitter, not everyone's on Facebook. Most people are just listening to the show on YouTube, you know. And again, Twitter, like, you know, if you're not on it 24/7, you're gonna miss shit. And when you're shadow banned,
which is why I urge people to always check revengeofthesis.com. And it'll always be up-to-date information. Like, if we get our Twitter zapped today or our account on YouTube zapped today, knock on wood, it doesn't happen, you know, we have it all set up to where, like, all we got to do is I set up another burner fucking YouTube. You know, Royce will let me know if we get fucking zapped, and then I just link the fucking new YouTube to the fucking website. Every time you go to the website, it should always take you to wherever is relevant. So,
thank you guys to donate and make all of this shit possible, because so many things.
Yeah, and we legit, like, we've done some things to we've shifted around our corporate structure a bit.
Yes.
We've done some things behind the scenes that we can really start doing some bigger things. I want to start advertising. Again, I know we joked about the fucking infomercial thing, which I still think would be brilliant
need to do that.
if we did just a made-up product. I think Flex Seal that doesn't work would be the best product. If we just got some goopy spray paint, you know what I mean? And then just take the boat out to the Everglades and just watch it break in half and sink immediately.
Put 2 pieces of Scotch tape.
or use Flex Seal that doesn't work. Strap the still sawed in half boat together that looks fixed, and then drive and film as we watch the pieces of boat slide off the back of the truck on the freeway. Oh shit! But anyway, I do want to do things like that.
I'm so
soon.
confident it works. I'm going to put my newborn baby in here.
I'm so and I'm not even going to look. That's it.
Oh fuck!
God, I miss the simple days of Ron Papil's pasta maker.
So
it makes pasta. Holy shit! I was wondering because like pasta's sometimes upwards of 59 cents per box, and I was like, how do I make my own? How do I cut out the middleman in this pasta arrangement? They came out with this pasta maker, and I'm like, oh shit! Now I can spend 3 hours getting covered in flour and eggs and shit, and then I can make my own pasta.
And most of it gets wasted under your fingernails.
It's 59 cents a box, you retards. Just go buy pasta. Oh, sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I don't even know where that came from.
So anyway. Oh, someone says you're putting too much out there. Save all the gold for the video. No, there's nothing. If Mike and I were to sit down for 2 hours, off air and write stuff up, we'd come up with a bunch.
We're fucking winging it right now.
Yeah,
if we
you
actually
fucking civilians.
If we were gonna fucking, first of all, I would know I was in the fucking writing room. Okay, it was me. I was the guy.
I was out on the Everglades in a cut in half boat. Okay,
nobody watches it. Nobody watched Mad TV. It was on Fox for what, like 11 seasons. Nobody watched that shit. Literally everybody who was in Mad TV went on to mega stardom. Nobody watched that shit. Who the fuck is Jordan Peele other than some Oscar winner? Gives a shit about Jordan Peele. Fuck that Asian woman from The Family Guy who's never not been on television.
Fucking multimillionaire now because of
Alex Borstein has never not been working.
It's a very good point.
Even when Family Guy went off the air, it was like, yeah, we'll take Alex Borstein.
Yeah, she'll do it.
She's like one of those when a football team just, when they go, we're shutting down this franchise, like, we're picking up that running back, though. We'll take her.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Anyway, what we
I don't know. Who cares? We always do this on Friday.
Yeah, this is usually what happens.
These are the fun shows.
Okay. Antifa protesters crashed Turning Point USA conference. This is from...
Jesus Christ, with these watermarks.
I was going to say...
Guys!
I don't know if you know this. This is from Campus Reform.
Hey, fucking Campus Reform. Get a grip on yourselves. You understand that you could make this watermark a 10th the size that it is and still be able to not be able to cut it out of the video?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is fucking Steve Carlisi levels of obnoxious watermarking.
In that it makes you... Well, forget it.
Oh, shit. That was a good one. So what is going on?
Antifa's crashing a Turning Point USA conference.
Oh, good for them.
With
What-
apparently hot beats.
For what fucking reason? When does this stop? When can people just have their stupid clubs again?
When can they get right out of fucking Marriott conference room, which what it looks like,
This is
and have a little
enraging.
meeting?
You fucking retards and retarded loomer. I'm sick of all the... Could you just let people have their things? For fuck's sake.
So they're watching. They're walking in holding signs.
They
I don't know
all
what the
need to
signs
be
say
arrested.
yet, but they're like old timey signs, like they were striking. Look at all these future CEOs at the Turning Point USA.
Maddie Matt in the chat saying is that Charlie XCX. Doesn't sound like her.
No, we don't know. That is it. Cardi B, maybe?
No,
that a
no,
Cardi
it would
B
be way
joint?
more thottish sounding. Like it sounds like pop music, but it's definitely not. She's that Charlie XCX. The chick he's talking about has like a weirder voice.
Okay.
They all need to be arrested. I'm serious.
I agree, but it's not going to happen.
They all need to be arrested. But that is why we're falling apart. Because people are not being arrested. Why do you think people keep fucking kids? Because pedophiles get off with like fucking 2-year suspended sentences. Why do you think college kids keep interrupting other college kids probably paid for events? Because they're fucking not getting arrested.
There's no repercussions.
You know how many times in my life people went, hey, let's insert cool idea here. And I went, no, we can't do that. We'll get arrested. Literally, the only thing preventing me from doing certain things is the fact that I'll get arrested for it. I'll walk into a bank right now, punch a clerk in the face, and just take money. But I'd be arrested.
Right.
It's
TPUSA out is one of the signs that they're holding up.
There's no fucking deterrent for this behavior. I'd be a fucking spurg too if it wasn't illegal back in the day.
That's a good point. Why do they all dress like they're fucking nicest now? Like, what is this about? Why Rosemont hashtag wipe TP
Why the
USA?
you couldn't have rolled with harder music, nigga? Like, what is wrong with you? Come out to, like, Bring the Pain by Method Man or something. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you... If you were going to crash an event, wouldn't you make sure you have, like, a good WWE, UFC-level entrance theme? Why would you come in banging some whack-ass top 40s, station? Like, that sounds like a regular FM station.
Let
Like,
me try something. I think I can fix it. Tell me what you think.
Who put the bob in the bob a bob a bob? Who put the bang and dang a ding a dong? That's all I can think of.
This is this. Then I'd be scared. A little bit.
I don't.
Hey, also, you fucking idiots, it looks very much to me like you crashed an event that hadn't even started, you morons. Does that look like they're even really in full gear?
No.
It looks like they stormed in while people were still filing in.
Right.
Everybody's like, just get out of here, dummy.
Leave. By the way, every time Antifa gets to any physical altercation with white guys in suits, the white guys in suits always win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You guys are 0 for 100.
Yeah, you guys are the fucking Glass Joe of political revolutionaries.
You're not scary. You have this is the thing, man. That's they don't understand that for a movement to work, there has to be some sort of intimidation. You have to fear them, and you know what I mean. Like,
do you know why Fidel Castro and Che Guevara took over Cuba? Because they were psychopathic murderers.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Like, they were communists that were actually, like, feared because you're like, oh, shit, those guys have actually fought, and they'll kill you. So, you know? And then if they didn't, they had guys that would. You don't have a really impressive army, guys.
Teens are breaking old rules about gender. Now they want to change the rules about prom? Are they right? I guess. Rules about prom?
Let's do it over again. I want to do it.
Teens are breaking old rules about gender. Now they want to change old rules about prom?
And why is that with a period at the end?
I don't know.
It's not written very well.
No, it should be a question mark. But let's hear from them.
We're seniors at Hernando High School, and we were trying to be nominated as prom royalty or prom king and queen or just anything to represent the LGBTQ community. And at first we went to our principal and we asked him if it would be all right.
All right. Shouldn't the one on the left be helping a Stark across fucking snowy terrain? He looks like the dude that died that was rolling with Bran, the little blonde kid.
Oh, shit, Jojen Reed.
Tell me he doesn't. Yes.
He said that would work. It'd be fine. They can write your name in. They can write both of you guys' names in. And he called me back in the next day and went back on what he said and said, no, that wouldn't be all right. It has to be one boy and one girl.
Yes, that should be how it is.
Right.
Yes.
The way society has decided.
Yeah. By the way, how about this? You goddamn degenerate. It's not supposed to be fucking. It's first of all, it's not even supposed to be a couple that wins prom king and queen.
No.
While that does happen,
sometimes
it doesn't.
People,
it's the best boy, best girl.
Yeah.
Secondly, how dare you, young lady, disrespect the trans community who've worked so hard to become boys and put in the work. All those young ladies who are transitioning into boys, and you want to take a spot from one of those rightfully trans males?
Mike's shooting from the hip right now, guys.
How dare you, young lady? Why don't you check your privilege? Like, they turn their own shit around on them.
I like it.
Because none of it makes fucking sense anyway. So just use their logic. You are disrespecting the real. You want two girls because you identify as a girl clearly. So you want to be, a girl, and then a girl is a prom king. You're trying to fucking stack the deck. It's not how it works. Be a boy, identify as a boy, and then you can win the prom king. You don't like that, do you?
I don't think.
Your stupid rules are dumb and stupid.
Like skateboarding, though.
Stupid.
And he said that would work. It'd be fine. They can write your name in. They can write both of you guys' names in. And he called me back.
All right, stop making that noise with your mouth. Drink some water
first. Really
first.
Annoying. That is one thirsty lesbian.
Well, there's a new screen name.
Thirsty lesbian. Somebody make thirsty lesbian on Twitch. That can be your fucking
one thirsty lesbian.
Oh shit! That should be. We got that one fan, Jess. That'll be her name.
One thirsty lesbian.
I'm dubbing her thirsty lesbian. Everybody has to start getting nicknames.
I like it.
Write your name in. They can write both of you guys' names in. And he called me back in the next day and went back on what he said and said, no, that wouldn't be all right. It has to be one boy and one girl. And we made a petition.
Look, I never thought with all the stuff going on in this video, what we would focus on would be, forget the lesbian thing, forget the prom thing, I don't care. Okay, let's hear.
She
is really thirsty.
Talks like I do when I'm on Molly. And even when I have a water and I'm not thirsty on Molly, but if you're just on Molly, you're like
community. And at first we went to our principal and we asked him if it would be all right. And he said, that would work. It'd be fine. They can write your name in. They can write both of your guys' names in.
Wait a minute. Let's get something straight. You're going to run for prom king and queen, whatever, right? First of all, you dressed in your fucking... those shirts were around when I was in middle school. Remember Thrasher?
Yeah.
Okay. You're dressed like you're a fucking roadie for Korn. You have the charisma of fucking Jeb Bush, and
the attractiveness.
No, that's unfair to Jeb.
Barbara,
did you think you were? Let's say the school said, "Fine, you can be in it." Did you think you were gonna win? Because you'd make a terrible prom king.
Yeah.
You're no Johnny Football or whatever the fuck. Every school has a Johnny Football.
Right.
You know that guy.
And he called me back in the next day and went back on what he said and said, no, that wouldn't be all right. It has to be one boy and one girl. And we made a petition, and we got over 1,000 signatures, and we brought it to him back on Monday, and he just blew it off and said,
I just can't believe how quickly Richard Spencer turned, Not true, Spencer has bigger breast.
Anybody can do that. I just like it to see that the school just be more inclusive with everybody, and just for the future, just let anybody be a part of, just let the students vote on who they want.
Yeah, not just based on gender. It's kind of angry that, she deserves the same chances as everyone else to be on the ballot, and run.
She does have the same chance as everyone else as a woman. You have the same chance as any other woman in the high school. And I'll tell you what's, you know what, man? High school kids are virtue signaling. This might make them win.
For stuff in school, but she can't because she doesn't fit into the typical girl position.
And he won't let me run in the boys' position.
Yeah.
Because you're not a boy. Hate to break it to you, kiddo. And that's not. I'm not even being anti-trans right now. Clearly, you said you don't identify as a boy, so you're not a boy, and you're taking it away from either a real boy or a real trans.
Fucking
boy.
Pinocchio.
Look, man, not everything's a goddamn joke.
I have no dick, as you can see.
I mean, everything about this is a joke.
There is no dick on me.
If enough people fight for it, then something has to change.
Can't give up.
So, do you think they're going to cave, and the students, because they're all virtue signaling, are going to vote them in?
Yeah, this will be another goddamn guilt trip. Fucking, we're fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked.
Well, on the other side, graduation photo goes viral. Pro-gun student tells her story why.
A student at the University of Tennessee, she's right there, defending her graduation picture after posing.
That's her graduation picture. Right. University of Tennessee.
I like it.
She's wearing a Women for Trump shirt and white jeans. She's holding the shirt up a little bit, and you can see that she's carrying a handgun in her waistband. You could also see that she works out for sure.
Defending her graduation picture after posing with a gun in her waistband while lifting her Women for Trump t-shirt. The viral photo comes at a time where both the Second Amendment and conservatives are under attack on college campuses. Joining us now is that student, Brenna Spencer. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I'm already predicting it. She is the next thought.
You think so?
She'll have a Patreon in the next 2 weeks.
All right, well, someone keep tabs on that for us, please.
So we saw the picture. I know that you've gotten a lot of backlash, and we'll talk about that. But why did you want to wear that t-shirt?
Close your mouth while you wait for the question. Stop. Please close your mouth.
Shirt and then show the gun.
Yeah, so taking my graduation photos, I figured that I wanted them to be personal and show who I am and represent the person that I am. So obviously being very passionate about conservative politics and the Second Amendment, I decided that that was what I wanted to do.
How did you get to this point in your life? Tell us a little bit about you, where you
She
grew
like a
up.
mouth breather, you think?
It's what it looks like, right?
What your major is and why you're so pro-gun and why you support the president.
Yeah, I grew up in Cincinnati, actually, and my family moved to Nashville when I was around 10 years old. My parents have been very active in politics, so I kind of got my passion from them and hearing about what, they have to tell me, so.
I want to read some of
There's
the...
nothing less fascinating than a pretty young girl. Like, seriously, there is nothing so wholly uninteresting in this world than a beautiful young lady.
Just nothing to talk about.
Yeah, like I get it, they're pretty, and you don't want to bang a hot chick, whatever, all that. But man, when once they get to that, you're like, holy shit, you're like 19 and you are dumb as shit. You got nothing going on. Like they're telling you about books, you realize, like, especially this is why I get creeped out by people that are into really younger chicks, because if you're in your 30s, right, and you want to bang a 19-year-old and you want to sit with her and excitedly talk about a book you read 20 years ago, you know what I mean? And they're like, oh, man, I just read this book. It's called, shit, it might as well be Catcher in the Rye. And you're like, that's great, honey.
Awesome.
That's awesome. And if you're comfortable in that situation, you get some fucking screws loose. You should never see any kind of 20-year-old woman, unless they're extraordinary, unless there's some kind of weird girl who, survived in the third world and almost got killed by, Mongolian hitmen, or it fled Tibet and then became a doctor by the time they were 20. Then you're like, wow, you're fascinating. But other than that, this bitch, what'd she do? She's hot. She posed with a gun and a Trump shirt. End of story. Right? Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
I mean, that's my riff. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just bringing up that that should be our riff on it, right?
Also,
so
can
you're a
I
pretty
say,
girl and you're showing off your abs. Good for you.
Let's also be honest. The picture doesn't. This is like what you see on Tinder and what you get in real life.
Yeah, she's all right.
I'm not saying she's ugly. She's
very
very pretty.
That is good photography.
Yeah, that was really good.
She's
picture.
probably much prettier from the side.
You might be right.
That was done by a photographer, and I guarantee the photographer was like, all right, now look to the side. And he probably got a few of those. She's like, she looks really good like this.
Tweets that we pulled from Twitter. This girl, Lisa, says, you realize employers will see this, right? Hope you enjoy living with mom and dad.
This is the thing I don't get. So what if you voted? There's plenty of people that voted for Trump that have jobs. That's in the real fucking world. That's not as big of an issue as you guys make it on Twitter and on Facebook and in this little echo chamber you live in. In the real world, no one's going to ask you who the fuck you voted for. They're going to know, oh, you're a computer programmer? Cool. Can you program computers? Yeah, cool. You got the job.
Not only that, but let me explain something to you at Meg Y12. Shut up, Meg.
_.
Y12. You know what? It's probably one of those patriarchy-hating lefties. Well, guess what? White guys are generally still very much in positions of power when it comes to a boardroom, let's say, and in a lot of offices. You think anybody is going to look at that picture when they're screening through potential employees? If it comes down to that chick and then
pink-haired,
a guy who looks like either one of us that has the same qualifications, you don't think people in that office are going to go, hey, can we hire the fucking...
Let's hire her.
Let's hire the hot gun girl. It's pretty awesome. So stop.
Lily says, I support the second, but don't get why anyone wants photos taken with their gun that anyone can get.
Employers
Attention
will see
seeker.
this. Was she posing with Christopher Cantwell?
No.
Doing a Roman salute?
This at Lily XX Gal, I'll read it again. She says, support the second, but don't get why anyone wants photos taken with their gun that anyone can get. Attention seekers, #issues, because you're ugly. I don't know what you look like, Lily, but I'm assuming you're ugly. And you don't like that another pretty girl is getting attention for doing something.
No,
That's what it is.
I bet Lily XX Gal's a real looker.
Well, Mike, you know what's going to happen now? I'm going to look up Lily XX Gal, and I'm going to see if she's a looker.
I bet it's some kind of picture of something else.
Let's see if it's blocked at this point. Lily XX Gal. All right, I got Lily XX Gal.
By the way, I have a live update. I Feel Pretty.
Well, yeah, Mike, you look pretty today too.
No, the movie I Feel
Pretty.
Okay. Just dropped another 1%. It's now down to 30% in its audience score. Just
can't get a break.
Out of curiosity, I hit refresh, and I'm like, get a load of that, huh? Live feed.
I just
real
sent
time.
I just sent you a picture of Lily XX gal.
Okay, fine, but I bet she's probably a nice looking young lady. She's
Yeah,
probably
no.
very easy on the eyes.
Yeah,
Sorry,
like,
my computer's very slow.
it's okay.
Sometimes you wanna pull it up,
Perfection
it's
is
very
worth
good
wait.
looking.
Is worth waiting. So that's what she thinks.
That's not great.
No, it's not.
She seems like a barrel of laughs. Any woman who has a fucking logo of a fist on her thing and it says "Not on my watch," that's not a person who's ever been fun to be around.
You don't think she has fun conversations?
She's angry about everything.
Issues.
So I think sexual assault has grabbed a lot of attention these past few years, especially on college campuses. So I think it's important for women to be able to know
sexually
that.
assault many people with my firearm. I walk around the college and then I pull guns on guys.
What
and
school
I'm like,
is this?
Give me that dick.
Can we visit? I'll visit that school.
That they are their first line of defense. So, you know, as the campus leadership, campus reform, I'm sorry, as the campus reform.
Okay, yeah, she's just, that's all she is that picture.
Yeah.
She's nothing else, you're right. No, I was giving her a chance.
The news is fucking desperate lately.
Yeah.
You got like a super sex cult going on. You're not covering that. You got seriously, you got
I know, I
Schneider.
get it. Well, you
guys
call
get
it super sex cult.
You gotta fucking
Next on Unsolved Mysteries, super sex cult?
I'm Robert Stack. We're going to talk about a super sex cult.
What I'm saying is, you got Schneider. You guys can maybe dig around on that.
Mhm.
Talk about the goddamn alleged cameras.
Yep.
Stuff like this. But you got time to talk to this vapid bitch about what? About a picture? Nice gun, stupid. Next segment.
Okay.
Man, it's like I always end up really wound up by Friday.
So R. Kelly is being accused of a woman is alleging R. Kelly gave her drugs and an STD. Underage woman claims.
I'm 21 and I'm about to be 22 in about 5 days. And I just mainly want to say that I'm in a happy place with my life and I'm not being brainwashed or anything like that. You know, it just came to a point where it definitely has got out of hand. So, you know, I just want everybody to know, my parents and everybody in the world, that I am totally fine. I'm happy where I'm at and everything is okay with me.
Get to it.
So you are not being held against your will or doing anything that you do not want to do.
Oh, no, not at all. I've never been feeling hostage or anything like that in that nature. Never.
So why is it now that your family's coming forward and saying this and they've asked for a welfare check and everything like that? Why do you think now?
I personally, I don't really know what's going on with that, so I wouldn't want to answer that at this moment. The last time I spoke to my parents may have been about a good on and off for about a good 6-5 months. I haven't really spoken to them because of everything they've been causing problems in my life, about saying I've been hostage and being held against my will and stuff like that. Because I'm very heartbroken of what's going on with this situation, because it's getting to a point where it's getting too much out of hand. You know, me having to deal with this and me being 22 is just, you know, it's just not right. So
There's
I haven't
nothing
spoken.
worse than trying to listen to somebody who doesn't know a lot of words try to talk. It's really bad when somebody does not have an extensive enough vocabulary that every sentence ends with "it's just."
R. Kelly's latest accuser, so we have to keep listening, says he not only held her against her will, but also plied her with drugs and alcohol and left her with an STD. The woman claims she was 19 when she met Kelly in Dallas last June. According to her attorney, she was unlawfully restrained, and Kelly gave her alcohol and illegal drugs. She's claiming aggravated assault based on the singer's allegedly giving her an unspecified STD. The accuser, Lee Merritt, told the Washington Post she went to Dallas PD last week to file reports against Kelly, and she's getting ready to file a lawsuit. Kelly's reps have denied all allegations. The woman says she reached out to Savage's family too, and TMZ reported Jocelyn's parents believe Kelly has turned her and several other women into sex slaves, although Jocelyn told her she's not being held against her will. This is a little misleading, TMZ, because it says underage woman claims. I mean, 19 would be underage.
I will say this, though.
They met when they were 19, is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Well, and also, I will say this, though. There is... TMZ's just shit reporting. They're terrible. But there is some grain of truth behind some of the stuff going on with R. Kelly because...
The P video?
Well, NT's been talking about this for a while now, too. This is another one of those crazy days and nights where he's been hammering R. Kelly. And, now things are coming out that sort of line up with what he's been saying. So it's like, that's a little weird. NT's been pretty dead on. So... one thing R. Kelly I noticed has never been accused of is being a nice person.
That's a good point.
Doesn't seem to ever be accused of that. So it's weird. It's very weird. And he's already done weird shit and gross shit. He's never not been gross. I mean, he almost got convicted. He was banging an underage girl and pissing on her.
That
on
was the
videotape.
P video, yeah.
But then came out with Ignition right after that. Like, bruh.
Ignition was a good song, though.
I get it.
And what about the remix?
There's sometimes
There's a remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen.
What I'm saying is, let's say that you manage to wriggle your way out of some legal stuff related to potential pedophilia and peeing on underage women and videotaping yourself having sex with underage women. Let's say you wriggle out all that. Maybe your next album shouldn't be called Chocolate Factory. And the whole album shouldn't be littered with references to your genitals. I'm just saying, even if you write those songs and they're great, maybe you shelve that album. You see, a lot of bands would do that back. Let's shelve this album. I'm going to write an entirely... R. Kelly very badly needed another I Believe I Could Fly after that trial, and he never came out with another I Believe I Could Fly. It just became like piss, titty milk. And you're like, all right,
what about the Trapped in the Closet one?
That shit.
I don't understand why people like that so much.
I don't understand why people like fucking 21 Savage, but
some people just do.
These kids today. What are you doing?
College host, no whites allowed pool party.
Well, that's ironic.
Stop that.
What?
College, stop it. From the college mix.
The fuck did you think was going to happen? Sorry.
College host, no whites allowed pool party.
So an empty pool party.
So a cookout around the pool.
Exactly. Oh, shit. So basically, a cookout with the world's largest fountain in the middle. Because they're not usually swimming enthusiasts. Wait, they said no whites, though.
No whites allowed pool party.
What about Hispanics?
Then the pool's full.
Loaded.
Full.
Yeah.
To the brim. Us Hispanics are aquatic people.
Oh, they do. They really do. Just any weird shit that white people are into. The next largest percentage of people that are into it, it's always Hispanics.
Just hopping into pool.
X Games stuff, jumping out of helicopters, swimming. It's always like...
The College No Whites Pool Party. The event is meant to help ethnic minorities build a community. A private college in California will be hosting a pool party later today at which white people will be excluded, with only people who identify as POCs, people of color, permitted to attend. POC stands for Person of Color. The event will take place at Scripps College Cele Tehran Fieldhouse Pool, according to the Claremont Independent. A Facebook announcement for the event lists the party as being hosted by Café con Leche, a student group. That's coffee with milk.
Do they want to get sued? Because this is how you get sued.
A student group identified in the post as the Badass Latinx Scripps. Bring your chancleta. Okay, so it's Hispanic people. So the pool will be full.
Yeah, it will be packed.
It'll be full. They will find a way to cook an entire pig somehow. Bring your chancletas. That is your sandals. And the homies over to our nice resort pool. Let's take up space. The announcement, don't worry, you always do. The announcement reads...
Taking up too much space.
The announcement... So there's going to be... let's say 500 people show up. So that's like 3 Toyota Corollas.
Yeah.
As they carpool.
Fucking entire party and the whole pool is packed and there's fucking 3 parking spaces taken up.
Is that a clown car or my lawn guys?
Fucking the Mexicools coming out.
Enjoy some yummy snacks, tunes that slap, and the company of other POCs, people of color. The listing reads, the announcement also advises attendees to anticipate an anonymous Google form to notify us of people we should keep out for safety and comfort of us all. Yeah, that's what we're doing when we're building the wall.
It's it's a coincidence that this Latin group wants to bring up feeling comfortable and getting certain people out while we're on the topic. Also, this just reminded me of a real life incident that I was privy to when I was in management at the strip club, where I was working for a guy who wanted to come up with like a theme party, like on a weekend, just get some customers out, get some buzz. So he's going to do a customer appreciation party. Everybody starts kicking around ideas, and we settle on we're going to do a white party. Everybody dressed in white, all white, everything.
Like a Puff Daddy thing.
Yeah. This guy that I used to work for, whose job I ended up eventually taking, the general manager was very illiterate, not a very smart guy. So he was hanging up pieces of paper all throughout the building that he'd handwritten and made copies of, letting people know they have to work that weekend, and that we would be having, quote, a white-only customer appreciation party. And I remember coming into work in the middle of the shift and seeing them all over the building and running around like a fucking madman because we're at a strip club in Tampa.
Oh, no.
And I'm just running around because they were not even just visible. They were mostly in employee areas. Like, my head chef was black, and they were hanging in the kitchen. Like, most of our dancers were Cuban, fucking hanging all over the dressing room. But the problem was there was also one hanging on the office door, which the office door faced right out to the club, the bar.
Yeah.
So it's just signs smack dab in the middle of this club saying, white-only customer appreciation party coming up this weekend. And I'm like, no. No. Phrasing.
That is... Was it a good party?
A fun time was had by all. Mostly white people.
So these, you heard about the fraternity that was suspended?
The Alpha Betas, yeah, because what happened was...
That's Animal House.
They
The Syracuse
trashed the House of the Lambda guys, and then they lost...
That's the Revenge of the Nerds.
When they rapped. Clap your hands, everybody.
Everybody, clap your hands.
Yeah, so, anyways.
We're the only show still doing Revenge of the Nerds fucking jokes, guys.
Yeah, and we still managed to be less dated than the Kumia brothers.
You're being a real fatty arbuckle.
We make fucking Die Hard references. We're still more current than those two old doddering assholes.
Go out to Epcot, have a couple laughs. God damn it.
Tell you what, a guy who reminds me of somebody from Hill Street Blues, am I right? Take care of your fucking kids, Joe.
Syracuse University suspends Theta Tau fraternity after video of extremely racist behavior surfaces. I'm going to read some of the quotes and then we'll play the video. I solemnly swear to always have hatred in my heart for N-words.
Well, not everybody's perfect.
Spics. And I could say Spics, I'm Hispanic. Finally. And most importantly, the fucking... K-words.
Wow.
The person on his knees repeats. The videos were posted to a secret Facebook called Tau of Theta Tau by a user named David Yank. Well, I don't want to dox him. By a user named David. The recording show he was listed a member of listed as a member of the Theta Tau Syracuse University Fraternity Chapter's website before the site was made inaccessible Wednesday. Several videos filmed in the house were uploaded to a secret Facebook group. In one recording, a person used anti-Semitic language, yells at 2 other people. You fucking K-word, getting in the fucking showers, he says, and 2 people run out of the room and the other one laughs. In another recording, a person sits down in a rolling chair and a different person yells, he's drooling out of his mouth because he's retarded in a wheelchair. That one's not that bad. And at one point, one person tells the others, get together and talk about their significant others while drinking different wines and talking in gay girly accents. That one's not that bad. Everyone does that. The following recording is one of several obtained by the Daily Orange. By the way, whoever fucking works for the Daily Orange didn't say, hey, can you upload the video? Instead, they did this, but here you go. Following is recorded, obtained by the Daily Orange. The recording is a video posted. The video contains graphic content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Bad boys,
bad
boys. What you
La aventura de Zach Hammond, narrada por Zach Hammond. Do you really think I'm going to continue in Spanish? I'm just kidding. Well, Chronicles of Tri Kappa by your dear narrator.
So it's basically a fraternity, and they're all just hanging out like at the downstairs area, right?
Yeah.
Zach Hammond. The Adventures of Zach Hammond, produced by Kevin Cobb. Together, they are the ghost of Theta Tau. Once upon a time, there was a dog. This dog lived at the once legendary Theta Tau. This dog loved women. And particularly, he loved his owner, Ms. Shogani. For the midst of any...
They should be kicked out for being so fucking unfunny and boring.
Yeah, seriously. This is
Jesus
crazy
Christ.
as fuck.
Get to the fucking. I want to see if I can get to the racism.
Get to the Jew hating part.
Yeah,
Get
let's
to
see,
the good
let's see
stuff.
that. I don't need to hear the whole little fucking
I don't
little
need-
inside jokes.
Yeah, I don't need to know how the clock was made. I just need to know what time it is.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay,
fake blowjob.
They do it like this. It's kind of, it's called...
Why is all this frat stuff always so gay? You know what I mean? Like, why is it this weird? Like, specifically frat boys. Like, it's all the initiations are always really gay. Like, I don't never understood
I don't
that.
understand the lifestyle because I've always had quite an aversion to any kind of groups or clubs.
Yeah.
I've always been that guy.
Or friends.
Well, that too, but mostly groups and clubs. It's just like, I have no interest.
Anointing. I solemnly swear to always have hatred in my heart for. To always have hatred in my heart for. Nigger.
Okay, here's the thing. How do I say this? Look, I get it. No, I don't get it. Look, man, I really don't.
I'm with you. It's these. First of all,
yeah.
Clearly, they're trying to be edgy and go for.
But we've all been there though.
We're all young. We've all been there. Maybe it was just a thought. Shut the fucking cameras off. See, they're called memories. You can create these. Some would call them movies in your head.
No, what I'm
that
thinking
you can
is
think back to, and your body will do all the work.
I agree, but notice something. Only one person is filming it, and they think it's the same person that turned on them.
So you think it's somebody heel turned?
Yeah, there's a mole. Maybe someone knew that was like, oh, I don't know it's going to be like this.
That's a fuck move.
But
That's a fuck boy move.
So my point is that look, I'm going to fucking say this. Understand that these people thought they were just alone and hanging out and doing something. They didn't go on fucking Fox News and say, you know what I mean? Secondly, they're clearly joking around. That's what they're doing. Do you honestly think these guys are like, legit, I want to kill blacks? That's not what they're doing. The problem is that you guys have made all these words so atomic that when you're younger, to be an edgelord, you say the one thing nobody wants you to say.
Of course.
You're hanging around with your friends, joking around, and like I said, Mike will come up with a funny joke that might have it in it, or I'll come up and I'll fucking say it because it's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Not because we want racial purity in the United States of America.
Because it's fucking funny sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's
just
funny.
Sometimes it's just your turn.
Now, I'm not saying that this is particularly funny because this isn't
No,
funny.
this is a bunch of young kids trying to be edgelords. It's not funny, but I'm just saying.
But they're trying to be. Is my point. They're not being funny. They're bombing at it, but they're not. You know what I mean? Like, this is ridiculous.
Niggers.
You know how many times? Well, it's whatever.
Specs. Most importantly.
By the way, since I'm a Spanish, you are allowed to say spick, all right? I just want to say everyone's allowed to use that word.
I
Go
don't.
for
I
it.
don't think you're the arbiter though for all of that.
I think I am.
Okay.
Why not?
Sure. All right.
Everybody's allowed.
Hey, everybody, go ahead and start just blasting out S words on your YouTube channels. Roy said it's fine, and when you get the content strike,
just say Roy said it was fine.
Yeah, he'll take care of it.
Specs. Most importantly. The finish the sentence. The what, Aaron? The fucking kikes.
Okay, well, look. Clearly, look what happened to Hank U. These fraternities are toxic. They turn these kids into homosexual fascists and Jew haters. I'm not going to have that. Not in my America.
If you expect me not to laugh at that, I don't know what to fucking tell you, Planet.
Man,
I don't know what to fucking tell you.
These kids are so fucked for a while.
The finish the sentence. The what, Aaron? The fucking kikes. Now go to town, boy. Oh my God.
I hate fraternities.
You know, I get it. Listen, I could simultaneously think it's fucked up they're getting in trouble for this, and also go, you guys are acting like such fucking tools. Trust me.
Well, yeah, I mean, but look, dude, again, I'm not as... They're going to get in trouble. That's just life.
Yeah.
You fucking retards let somebody in with a fucking camera. You're OPSEC as shit. You get yourself clipped, and now you're going to have to pay for it. That's life. I can't really be mad at the college for acting when...
No, they had to.
You're the fucking retards who let your fucking... you got leaks in your ship. That's
Right.
your problem. It's like, look, if Royce and I started, like, working with other people, other podcasts, and we're just, whatever, we start doing well together. If one of them's caught saying something really disgusting and deplorable on tape, that shit is on you, man. If I got to distance myself for a while, you're the fucking retard who was getting mouthy on camera.
Right.
Don't do that next time.
Yeah, I think the biggest sin was how fucking gay they look.
It's just
because
fraternities are gay,
it wasn't a Klan rally. You know what I mean?
Get better fucking initiation rituals, bro. At least MS-13, they make you go out and kill some random pregnant chick or something.
Why do you say like that's good?
It's less gay.
When you say it, okay, well, fair enough. I can't argue
Way
that.
less gay.
It is way less gay. I
Way
don't think
more
it's-
alpha.
I don't think it's better though. Chris Christie's portrait will cost taxpayers $85,000.
Oh my God, this is ripe for jokes. That's a lot
Why?
of paint.
What respect?
It's literally, I know the price tag sounds high, but they're actually painting him to scale, and they gave us a great deal.
Yeah, they have to paint the entire Meadowlands.
The cost of the materials alone.
Obnoxious as obnoxious does, I suppose. The guy who yelled and cursed at constituents, the guy who slipped out of the Brigade 8 debacle like a well-oiled hippo, the guy who used Island Beach State Park as his personal playground. Remember that when they closed down all the beaches and he was hanging with his family? Bro, dude, come on, man.
What an asshole.
Close to everyone else during a state shutdown is now about to cost taxpayers $85,000 for painting himself. Artist
Could have
gets a-
gotten you somebody on Fiverr, dog.
Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie is leaving his constituents with a big fat bill. The larger-than-life price tag is $10,500 higher than what Christie's last three predecessors paid for their... Okay, fine. Let's talk about something... Okay, don't worry, we're going to make fun of Chris Christie.
Okay.
We will. Promise. We have to. But my point is that they're saying it's going to cost us $85,000. His last 3 predecessors has it done, and it was only $10,500 cheaper. So wait a second. So for even 70, no one should be spending 70 G's on that. You shouldn't be spending $10,000 on that.
But that's a scam.
I will give you.
It's a scam. That's
How much tax money you think should be allotted for a portrait to be done? That you will go, okay, that's fair. Not a president. Not a president. We're talking
governor.
Governor. We're talking governor. The last ones were about $75,000.
I feel uncomfortable going over 5, 10 max.
Max, okay.
Max.
I think it
But
depends
that would
on the
be-
state.
But that would be like you'd have to pay, you'd have to get some local, like real revered local artist and do it.
Right,
the
of
right
course.
way. But I guarantee you, out of this $80,000, the fucking artist is getting like $5K, and all of it, the rest of it's just getting lost in that bureaucracy that you guys fucking pay for.
The larger in life, the 2-term Republican will forever be commemorated as New Jersey's 55th governor in oil on canvas portrait by award-winning Australian artist Paul Newton. So it's not even an American artist; it's an Australian artist.
Why would you not hire a Jersey guy?
I don't.
Wouldn't that make sense to at least go, we're investing back in our community?
Right.
I could actually justify you dropping some coin on a portrait and go, well, who the fuck did they hire? Oh, this guy from Asbury Park. He's like a local guy. Everybody knows him. He's fucking great. You're like, oh. So they're building up an artist here in Asbury Park. It's great. Fucking Australia.
But instead they get
I'm going to paint your painting there, mate. I love Bruce Springsteen.
Australian New Jersey guy's my favorite.
I'm willing to drop $80,000. I'm willing to give it to an Australian guy on one condition. He has to paint Chris Christie when he was sitting on the beach that weekend. Big old fatty in his dumb lawn chair.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm willing to drop. I'm gonna go half. Okay, I'm physically conservative.
Let's go Dutch on this painting.
I'm gonna go $40,000, but it has to be that elephant that paints that does it.
What are we, Shark Tank now?
Yeah.
All right, he's offering you 40. I'm offering you full amount, but you got to do it on the beach. Which one you pick?
Yeah, go. Christie, 55, sat for Newton December 27th and 28th. His 3/4 size portrait is estimated to be completed by this fall at the latest, according to the contract obtained by NorthJersey.com. He is 85 G's. This is ridiculous. Whenever people ask, where's the money? I want to pay taxes. We need to pay more taxes. You know how much more money we would have if we weren't spending money on these stupidities like this? Like, we don't need old-timey paintings anymore. Those paintings made sense back then because, there was no pictures or anything.
It's the only way to record what the guy looked like.
But now there's 500 billion ways to see Chris Christie.
I'm still okay with the portraits thing. I'm fine with that. That adds to our culture and our art. But $80,000 is ridiculous. $80,000 to an Australian is even more ridiculous. Go fuck yourself, fatty.
Australia should get zero.
You really should.
I will say this. Forget him sitting on the beach. I'm going to meet you somewhere in the middle. How about this is the official portrait? Would you let him pay $85,000 for this? I say yes. With him, the baseball gun.
That's amazing.
That's the one.
That or the one where he was sitting at the Nets game and his fucking big gun was when he was sitting. It's even more pronounced.
Yes.
What a sack of shit this guy is.
What
a fucking loser.
He is New Jersey, the person.
He is. Fuck you, New Jersey. That is your governor. It's your guy.
You deserve him. Oh God, the way Trump made him look so fucking stupid. All right, we have to go.
Yeah.
It's time to wrap.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
It's time to wrap. I love Friday shows. I know I mention it a lot, but they're my favorite. RevengeOfTheSith.com/donate. Give us money over the weekend. Help us out, please. We're on our backup channel, the ROTC Media on YouTube. Of course, go to RevengeOfTheSith.com. If anything ever gets popped, look there. That's the best way to find it. Tell your friends. Turn them on to us. Amazon banners on the page. Click through those if you're buying something. That only helps us. Anything else, Mike?
That's it. I guess see all you pussies Monday.
All right, cool. Let's get some Coke.